Any additional questions? I guess that's clear.
These are global variables, right? So environment variables are global variables.
Yes, it's kind of global variables. It will be available all through the process and objects. As we have seen wait stages, so we can create global timeouts. Let me explain global timeouts. So saying that, so this is one particular example, global timeout small and global timeout medium. So for the wait stages, we can actually assign these global variables and we'll put some values. So here is 5 seconds and 10 seconds. Okay, select data type and 10 seconds. So all of our objects can use this global timeout small or medium depending upon the purpose, and once in a while or in one particular day the network becomes really slow, then we can increase the wait time from 5 to probably 15. So this will get actually reflected into all the wait stages inside the object that uses this global variable. So instead of going inside the wait stage and changing individually, you can change it over here. So this comes useful when dealing with web pages. Since web pages, sometimes the connectivity may be connectivity is fast, sometimes the connectivity may be terribly slow. In such scenarios, we can use these kind of global variables. Any additional questions? I hope that's clear.
Arjun, I have a question. Like when you are declaring the username and password here,
Yeah.
so this will be used by the user who is creating the flow in the Blue Prism, right?
Yes, correct.
But how about in real picture, like when the robots are like uh, they have been like implemented and they are running on the real machine?
Yeah.
There we need a actual login into SAP or else mainframe. So
Yeah.
I was talking about those login and passwords. So how do we configure that with Blue Prism? Do we get a parameters or?
So actually inside the main server or where the bots are actually running, we can also specify the environment variables also there. We should specify the environment variables. So in the real-time servers where multiple bots are running, it will access the environment variables from the server. So if we will be having a bunch of environmental variables over here, so bot comes and access the environment variables, so it comes and read it over here. So if multiple bots are reading the username, it can do that. It can be pointed to the same environment variable, so whatever changes we make, it will get reflected to all the bots. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So Blue Prism server and client server and the environments, different environments, the development environment, the quality assurance environment, the UAT environment or the test environment, and the production environment, all we use the same Blue Prism application. We don't have a separate application for all those. We'll be looking into the same interface, same different tabs. Everything looks exactly the same. All is that we'll select one of the VMs as a server or one of the machine as a server and the others as a clients. There is no different application for different usage. So we use the same application for all those.
Blue Prism will connect to the web services calls?
Yes, Blue Prism can do that as well. So for example, if you want to send an email, so Blue Prism has an internal object called POP3 SMTP, in which you can just configure some initial parameters like port number, something like that. So if actually forgot what's all there. So if you can configure all those configuration, you can find it inside Google. If you are sending an email from, for example, the Gmail client, or for example, your company's Outlook client, you can actually get all those parameters from your IT team and just load those parameters, and you can send an email from Blue Prism itself rather than going into or automating the whole Outlook application. We have an internal VBO for that. Let me quickly show that for you. So in order to send email, we have POP3 SMTP over here. So this is the one we use for email. There is one more object that we use for sending email, which is some sort of advanced email bot. So it has capability to read from different folders, move emails, and some additional features than the